Oh no, the recording is blocked. No, you're good. It's all good. I don't know, not doing too bad. I finished the not Trespasser. I can't remember what the DLC was. I had the Deep Roads, if it was called the Deep Roads. Finished that one. Absolutely. Very, very slowly over a matter of probably 15 to 20 minutes. Destroyed the Guardian. At the end. Using Kenobi's favourite, Blackwall, with his oh great! Fuck off, am I not be enabled? Wait, give me a second. Well, I'm in the fucking DLC. Kenobi sanctioned ward ability. You know it. How do we get out of here? Trespasser. Where am I going? I have a... No? Where the fuck is my... Oh, the war table. I've scarcely seen him happier. Yeah, Black Hole was absolutely taking all the hits from that enemy. Everyone else was dead. Black Hole wasn't. With his Sigil Thebronto, he gets 100% extra guards, and he can generate guards. That's why he had that. Yeah. And just chipped away at the enemy HP. Very slowly. 108 points to damage at a time. With normal hits, and then there was... His ability's done like, what, 3... Was there some 700s? I don't know. Oh yeah, got some news. I'm happy. At least I'm not in limbo anymore with it. Which is nice. So I had a meeting with my sister. Who was there. And like her kind of boss type person. And they were like, do you want permanent? I was like, yes. And they were like, thank God. And this just gonna say H because, well, her name starts with an H. Not my sister, but the other woman. I ended up calling her weirdo. It's like, hey, can you get away with saying that? Can you get away with saying that? Oh, is that your guess? Too grizzly to bear? Oh, the report! Set of Storvacher, which one with Inquisition soldiers made an impression, and she was an admirable combatant when helping them fight off a wyvern. Had success brokering an exchange. Some of the Avar's scouts will join ours in the mountains and will send or hold certain goods imported from Orlais. She is an unusual addition to the Inquisition, even by our standards, but I'm pleased to report Storvacher's proven worthwhile after all. Hermione? They consider it too. I knew a holly when I was growing up. I can't remember if there was anyone else that was H's. I just realised. Black Emporium. I've never been in there. Passage across the way, you can see a cork wall, easily arranged. Hildegard? Voices on the wind speak of a new power abroad in the world. Inquisition, they whisper. Ancient name restored, a memory rekindled and transformed into a blaze of hope. I hear the whispers and summon the fires of the Inquisition here in the depths beneath the city of chains. Countless mysteries hide in shadow in anticipation of the light. Come, the Black Emporium awaits. Are we going Zenon or Xenon? Antiquarian must spend his days composing melodramatic invitations to his establishment. Imagine being stuck in a chair for centuries leaves one somewhat lacking for entertainment. This particular message was hand-delivered by a cloaked figure at twilight precisely as the sun disappeared beneath the peaks. My men spied the courier lurking about our outer gates for at least an hour waiting for sunset. A servant under the command of some very specific instructions, I assume. That aside, I would encourage a visit to the Black Emporium. Antiquarian's hoard is legendary. Only those he deems worthy ever lay eyes on it. The champion of Kirkwall received an invitation once and reported, among other things, a strange mirror that could transform even flesh and bone. Who knows, we may uncover something that aids in the battle against Corypheus. Okay, let's have a look. I haven't been there at all during the whole game. The ship has been secured. Be wary of what you find in the Black Emporium, Inquisitor. Heard many frightful tales. Yeah, let's venture forth. Fuck it. Blackwall, my friend. My somewhat saviour, I guess. Hagrid. Could have a Henrietta. Does it look the same? Yes, let me select my party members, but don't show me them. Only I can go into the shop.
Where is the urchin? I require the services of the urchin!
Mirror of Transformation. Got him, weapons and accessories. Bet these are awful. Right, let's see what you got. 17,000, and it is not for me. Oh, you get to see everyone. The full wind. My problem with this is... What is that? It's a shield. It's a dagger. It is not better than what I'm using. Accessories built for the elements. Ah. Amulet of the Rogue. What's that do? Oh, dexterity. Smashing guard damage bonus. Slicing is critical damage. Assault is barrier damage. Schematics of Legend. Oh, blades. Crafting materials. Did we not get any armors? Oh, we can buy the dragon stuff as well. Schematics. Ah. Right, there's different kinds of schematics for that.
Send my regards to the Lady Ambassador. Her ancestor visited the Emporium in the Blessed Age.
I left the Black Emporium empty-handed for two reasons. First, most of the items were priced far beyond what I could afford. Second, I spent most of my short time there trying to sate my curiosity about its proprietor. I found myself stealing glances at the antiquarian from behind piles of books between shelves, and at one point, over a basket of mismatched socks. There he sat, petrified, in the centre of the Emporium, skin of wax grey over ancient taut sinew, moaning in a voice so dry and brittle it sounded like the snapping of twigs after a drought. A girl of not more than 12 scurried to and fro to fulfill his numerous requests, and our patron noticed my fascination and told me that the girl, most likely an urchin rescued from the street, was responsible for the needs of the antiquarian, feeding, washing and the like. So impossibly old is he and so fragile his skin that he can only tolerate the barest whisper of touches from the smallest and most tender of his servants. Only in this way may he come close to his lost youth, said the man. I was surrounded by objects of legend, yet none fascinated me as did the antiquarian. How many arms has he got? Oh, wait, what is that like situation?
I sold her a candle mounted with the severed hand of a first acolyte of Razikel.
There's some weird shit.
I wonder, do the Montiliers still have it in their possession? I should like to see it again.
I wish I could zoom the camera out. So we've got at least three sets of legs. And
would you consider allowing me to acquire your hand? After your death, of course.
4 sets of arms? But no, there is not much there. That's fine. Also, not Skyhold, is it? Wait, it is Skyhold. Why do I need to select who's going with me here? Godric the Grafted over here? Yeah. God, I still need to do another playthrough of that as well, don't I? I was gonna go with a different... No blood. No blood this time. I had a lot of blood shit going on. It was very handy. No. I say no. Actually, get rid of some crap. I don't even particularly care about sorting it for people right now. No, unless blood. Try to find another weapon that uses blood. I would say it works for some, didn't it? And the perfumer lady. Oh, Cassandra could have that. Mm. She's a faith build, nobody tell about the corrupting blood spells. Oh, I really don't know what I would want to go with. Fuck it. Would that work? I just don't know. I would like to play it again. That's when I don't necessarily need to not remember what the fuck's going on with it. You know what I'd be interested in doing is seeing what was in the areas for the chariot bastards. Because you could take some of them out. But I didn't know that. Although I don't relish the shitty gargoyles. Yeah. Or the little stone nymphs, not gargoyles. I was like, that sound wasn't right about me saying that. Because they're little bastards, aren't they? Tend to Exalted Council. Warning, beginning the Exalted Council will lock off all other areas and plots and jump to 944 Dragon 2 years after the death of Corypheus. There's no going back from this point. With Corypheus dead and the threat of Fade Rifts and demons waning, both Orlais and Ferelden have begun to raise questions about the future of the Inquisition. Divine Victoria has promised to shield the Inquisition from political matters, says Liliana in our playthrough, for as long as possible. Eventually, she plans to call the Exalted Council, a chance to determine the role and possibly the fate of the Inquisition. Recommended levels 20 or higher. But no, it was good though. I had fun with it. Exalted Council will be held at the Winter Palace outside Halam Sharal, like Divine Victoria's negotiation with the ambassadors, ready to depart at your convenience. Yep, venture forth. Fuck it, let's go. What did we pick that mount up from? Oh yeah, she won't be with her party anymore, will she?
Another parade, another bloody negotiation.
Smiles, everyone. We must be careful how we present ourselves.
Why did Divine Victoria call the Exalted Council? She's kept Orlais from bothering us for the last 2 years.
At increasing political cost, yes. She has done all she can, but the Exalted Council has become necessary. Orlais would control us, and based on their many marriage proposals, they have specific plans for you. Our real concern is Ferelden. They would see us disbanded entirely.
Okay.
Inquisitor, it has been too long. I hope the years have been kind to you.
How have you been, Mother Giselle?
Oh, you lost your
I
weird
spent
hair.
last summer in Emprise de Lyon, distributing food sent from the Exalted Plains. The Dales are finally recovering.
Thanks to you.
Corypheus left a great deal of damage for us to repair. I appreciate your efforts.
And I yours, your worship. I should mention that your forces at Suladin Keep were of great help. Please give my compliments to Baron Deschedin. Divine Victoria asked me to greet you on her behalf. She is currently attending to the Ferelden ambassador's concerns.
How's she done?
How do you think Divine Victoria has done these last 2 years?
It is
That's
hardly
not
for
what I
me
thought it was gonna
say,
be.
Inquisitor.
With respect, that's never stopped you before, Mother Giselle.
Victoria is proving to be a woman that few dare to disagree with. She has already won concessions for the Inquisition. You are fortunate to have her support.
Oh, why does it sound like Liliana was not a good choice? Well, I thought she wasn't going to be a good choice. I honestly did not realise that going through one of her quest lines was going to mean that she was the one getting picked. Liliana?
You can probably just call her Leliana in private conversation.
You can, Inquisitor. I prefer to use her divine name. Our last
For
divine
fear of a
once joked
smiting.
about why I insisted upon calling her Justinia. She called it my way of reassuring her that I had not completely forgotten who was in charge.
I'll find her.
I'll speak to Divine Victoria.
I believe she would appreciate that, your worship. The divine sees the good that you can do and have done. Duke Cyril will wish to greet you on behalf of Orlais. I believe he is currently speaking with the Tevinter ambassador. Many of your friends have returned as well. I hope you have a chance to speak with them before the Exalted Council begins.
Winter Ambassador?
The Imperium sent an ambassador.
Yes, your worship. Dorian Pavas has taken the chance to return from Tevinter. It will be
He's
good
a
to see him
fucking
again.
party member.
I owe him my apology. I allowed my distrust of Tevinter to cloud my judgment. He took a great risk coming to help us, and deserved better treatment.
You're going to apologize? To Dorian?
I have little patience for those who cannot admit they were wrong, your worship. Myself included. I will have to make my apologies somewhere public. He will want an audience for his
Yeah, he will.
reaction.
My which old friends?
Who has returned for the Exalted Council?
Your dwarven friend, Master Tetras, for one. I understand he spent much of the last few years in Kirkwall. I believe Sir Blackwall has returned as well, although he now uses the name Tom Ranier. Enjoy time with them while you can, your worship. I doubt you will have the chance once the Exalted Council is underway.
Goodbye?
Thank you, Mother Giselle.
Your worship, a final question, if I may. This Exalted Council, Ferelden would have the Inquisition disband. Orlais sees its power as another feather in a chevalier's helmet. What do you wish to do with the Inquisition?
I don't know. But also, why does my hand light up green beforehand? I kind of feel like our work is done. As in, we were here for the shit happening, because it all went to shit. And then we got rid of the shit. And now we're shit free. We're not needed.
Corypheus is dead. We accomplished what we set out to do. If we're not needed any longer, and if it can be done peacefully, it may be time for the Inquisition to disband.
Thank you. Maker watch over you, Inquisitor. I will not keep you any longer.
Why did she have to step back before she turned? Oh, that's the minute next archdemon will step up and cause some bullshit? Yeah. What's that? Wait, where am I? What? Ooh. Who are you? Who are you? Oh no. Right, if I go up the top, because I think there's things up here. Josephine!
It's so good to see you, darling. I've been fielding Orlesian diplomats all afternoon.
Have they given you trouble?
She still got a candle!
Not at all. It is quite alarming. It means they are all saving themselves up for later. Would you walk with me? I should like to take some air before the Exalted Council becomes inescapable. The palace has
British
been most
headquarters.
accommodating. We are, after all, here at their insistence.
What is...
But the
Right, she
ministers
can walk
may-
normally. I'm walking like
No.
I've shit myself.
No more talk of the council. This meeting was to spend time with you in a more relaxed fashion.
You're still planning.
Then why can I still see those wheels turning in your head?
Work carries a certain momentum. The truth is, there is a small entertainment happening tonight, to which I may be able to find a pair of invitations.
You'd like me to go with you?
Very much so. In all the years you've worked with Orlais, you had so little time to enjoy its culture.
That's a good point.
Perhaps you're right. These meetings and talks don't allow for much leisure time.
And then back to Skyhold without a moment's pause to take in where we are. Sometimes, I'm afraid I do not make enough time for you, my love. Please, come with me tonight.
Fuck it.
If it makes you happy, how can I refuse?
Oh, wonderful. I was worried we wouldn't find the time.
You're the one
Past years
planning
have
shit,
been
Missy.
So busy. We have earned at least a few moments of rest.
A calm night out sounds...
Oh, bravo! Bravo!
What fuck did we watch? my faces of what just happened.
Was the woman in gold playing a king? Who was the man in feathers?
Oh, it's all very simple. The first actor's mask is determined by... well, I will lend you the program guide. But tell me, did you enjoy the performance?
The performance pales in comparison to the lovely lady I saw it with.
Which really means I was shit.
You are sidestepping the question.
Love leaves my tongue tied.
Well, in that case, I suppose allowances can be made.
Why do we need that close to your face? random trumpet stabs very much. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
I do hope you recovered from your night at the opera. Any ear-ringing should go away in a day or two.
Or maybe that was maybe that was why we had trumpet stabs. They were stabbing our ears. Josephine, in the last few years. My dear, I can't remember how to pronounce your name. I can imagine calling that reviewed to soldiers. I've written and received so many letters from the Norwegian court or birds practically bolt out the sun. No, blot out the sun. We're as prepared for its exalted council as we will ever be. Everyone knows that a macro shot of a person's right nostril is classic cinematography to convey romantic interest. Oh, I know this past year has been full of formal meetings. Goodness knows I have attended many myself, but this one will truly test the alliances and friendships we have worked so hard to build. Take courage, darling, and please visit me before we begin the Exalted Council. It would make me so happy to see you. Love, Josephine. Liliana in the last few years. Inquisitor, I thank you so much for your kind inquiries. I'm doing very well, although I have been quite busy. Selecting new staff for my apartments at the Grand Cathedral. It's taken me so much longer than expected. If you wouldn't mind, I would like to borrow Scout Harding for a few weeks to help me find more nugs. I cannot possibly hire anyone to a permanent position without first observing them in a room full of baby nugs. And all the litters I have in hand are nearly full grown. In any case, I will see you soon at Halam Shral. Oh my god. Fuck. Cole in the last few years. Inquisitor, your suggestion regarding the young man Cole was excellent. He displays an uncanny ability to locate missing people. The hostile forces held our agents and we feared they would be killed. I have no idea what they are, but I love them. And they're not like the little kind of pig things. Get like bigger ears. They're small, hairless, and nearly blind creatures. Pointed snouts for digging. And they've, yeah. Don't read your dating profile out loud. When hostile forces held our agents and we feared they would be killed if we approached, Cole was able to reach them without being detected. While he's been less useful overall at extracting intelligence, I've learned to trust his instincts about whether a target is trustworthy or malicious. Per your request, I have limited his assistance to rescue operations or attacks on clearly hostile forces. Whatever magic lives in the young man's mind, it would be purely served by the less pleasant necessities of our work. His remarks about my family, while not germane to the mission at hand, were also greatly appreciated. Yours, Charter. There's loot! Crumpled silk napkin. The fuck? Up here's done. I'm sure we've got some at the other side too. If I remember rightly, but yeah, we should be fine there. Oh, 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 oh. What is this? Expensive dog treats. Why? What? Hardin Hightown, Chapter 10 by Varric Tethras. Dunan Bronokovic had been pursuing the killer of Magistrate Dunwald without food or rest. So far, all he had was the seal of an imaginary group, a wounded arm, and a package it contained a rusted Tivant short sword. He was past exhaustion, and every breath made his head throb, like he'd had too much to drink. He was getting too old for this shit. He couldn't go to the barracks with a knife wound he'd picked up off duty. If the captain caught him, and she would, he'd be thrown out of the guard for sure. That left one option. The Chantry Clinic turned no one away. The Chantry Clinic turned no one away, but it usually didn't have to. The presence of 3 circle healers was more than enough to frighten most decent folk into deciding to wait and see if they got better on their own. Aside from a few drunken beggars snoring in the beds, the clinic was quiet. The healer didn't ask his name and tended the wound with only a disapproving frown. In a few breaths, his arm was as good as ever. Petty magic wouldn't mend his coat sleeve. As he walked through the nave toward the exit, he heard a voice. "Guardsman, I was just about to look for you." The deep black gown she wore only made her eyes more otherworldly. A scent like lilacs filled the air around her. She may have been dressed in mourning garb, but she was dressed to kill. Donan bowed. "Lady Marielle, we should talk. I may have a lead for you." Marielle. Bard! How dare you bar me from a room that I may or may not have opened before. I want to be over this way first, don't I? Yes, yes I do. I think there's more area to this. Oh. Oh. You're open? What's this door? Can we go in? Oh, hello. We're dog trees. Please tell me we've got a dog in this. The first Grand Enchanter. Grand Enchanter Lothair Harduin was the first leader of the Circle of Magi when it was founded in 120 Divine. After Harduin distinguished himself in battle during the Second Blight, Emperor Dracon himself endorsed him for the position. From all accounts, the Grand Enchanter performed admirably, but some speculate Harduin was a second choice. The Dracon had another mage with connections to Inquisitor Ameridan in mind for the job. Tellingly, these debates are based on a half-finished letter to an army captain and the guest list of a party where Ameridan and the Emperor were in attendance. Any proof ever existed is likely dust. The idea's merits should be treated as such for scholarship's sake. God, that's a really disturbing picture. So I have to go down and to the right, I think, from where I am. Yeah. Scan for all the shit.
You have it.
I can probably go around the main plaza. Barrack! Yeah.
The Prince of Starkhaven wrote to you again.
Of course he did. Just put that one in the pile with letters from the Merchants Guild.
And the captain of the city guard had a very colorful message.
I'm just
for me
walking
to
3
deliver
people in
to
the
you as
background.
well.
I didn't even approach from that way.
Inquisitor! Andraste's ass, am I ever glad to see you.
What did you do now?
Are you in some kind of trouble? What's happened this time?
So suspicious. I'll have you know I've never been convicted of anything. Officially. This is Bran Caven. Until recently he was the Viscount
Provisional Viscount.
of Kirkwall.
Until recently.
And what are you doing now?
I have resumed my post as seneschal now that Master Tethras has been elected Viscount.
You're the Viscount of Kirkwall now.
Well, it seems
What?
the two of you have a great deal to discuss. Why don't I just leave you to it?
So, it turns out you fund enough reconstruction efforts in a city-state, the nobles give you the worst job they can think of.
It'd be a great one.
That's fantastic. You'll make an excellent Viscount.
I think the nobility figured, after Dumar and Perrin, what's the worst that could happen if we put the dwarf in charge? They voted me in because I got the harbor and businesses up and running again. They want shit fixed, and I can do that. Anyway, I was hoping I'd catch you before the summit got underway. I got you a sort of present.
Ooh.
It's official recognition of your title and holdings in Kirkwall. Congratulations. You're a comtesse now.
You can't actually do that without...
Too late. Already did it. You should stop by Hightown sometime to see your estate. It's pretty nice. For Kirkwall, anyway.
Proper disposition of empty estates is supposed to...
You were leaving us to talk, remember?
He's like, fuck. Why does this make me nervous?
What are you up to? I feel like I should be suspicious.
Look, it's really not that big a deal. Oh, that reminds me. It's the key to the city.
You can't give that away without approval from the council and a special ceremony.
It's just symbolic anyway.
It controls one of the giant chain nets in the harbor.
Really? That is so much better than I thought.
Can I try it out?
This operates those giant chains. Can I try it?
No.
I don't know how this council thing is going to end for the Inquisition. But whatever gets decided, you've got a place lined up in Kirkwall if you want it. Also, control of the harbor, I guess. Anyway, you should meet with the diplomats. And we'll get in a game of Wicked Grace before I go back, though. Right?
I wouldn't miss it.
Don't bet any public buildings this time.
Oh, Varric, you're just going to give away the whole Kirkwall, aren't you?
I'll be here if you need me.
Ah, brilliant. Fantastic. Let's go through all of this area first. Oh. That. Loot. Gold cravat. I finished poem. Skin like gauze across the sky, I sigh and fall in evening's lakes, the pools of which deep as your eyes, and eyes of which pierce like wake strakes, heartaches, cakes, maker I hope my lady's patient. Another treat.
What are they up
Do I hear singing? I'm good to go this way.
A dwarf with a freckled face, but all who remained to stand in her way met with her arrow's fate. Scout lays hard and swift.
Where the fuck was that? Did you see that black hole? Black hole in the last few years. Inquisitor, I hope this letter finds you well. I apologise for my prolonged absence. I have traced the whereabouts of one more of my former company. I'm writing to you from Kirkwall, where he now resides. I knew him as Private Nicholas Lorry. He goes by Klaus. Now. Unlike so many of the men I betrayed, Klaus found a way to put his life together without turning to crime. It doesn't in any way lessen the horror of what I did, but it was comforting to see at least one life not completely ruined by my actions. Is married to a lovely lady. They run a small bakery. Didn't take him long for recognition to dawn, and then I had 2 mince pies lobbed at my face. My head. Pies that were fresh from the oven, mind you. It was a good thing I ducked. I made my apologies, even after months of searching and making reparations. It was still hard. To his credit, Klaus allowed me to talk and we ended the visit with ales at the Hanged Man. I should return within the month. Thank you for allowing me this time, Inquisitor. Tom Rainier. Who the fuck was there? Who's spying on us?
Fashionably late. I thought you weren't gonna show.
I would let you know.
I gave you my word we would talk, and I never break my word.
Easy there. I was just
Oh,
teasing.
I didn't mean for that to come
So
across.
tell me everything that happened while I was away. And after the betrayal and what I put those men through, my sorries were worth about as much as shit.
How many punches did he take?
How many people hit you?
I lost count at 12, but I could take a punch. They needed to know that there's a way to come back from anything. And I wanted to help them if I could. I thought going up there on the gallows was difficult. This was worse. 100 times worse. Anyway, it's nice to be back, though I'm not sure what to think of this council. No matter what, you know you can always count on my sword arm and my friendship.
Let me try.
Your aim is atrocious. I'm embarrassed for you.
Think you can do better? Inquisitor.
Right. Wager notes. Notes carried back and forth by runners covered in different handwriting. What do you say, gentlemen? 3 days before the Inquisition sees sense and aligns itself with Our Lady, properly this time. Nonsense, Marcel. Ferelden is here for blood. A day before they either demand it outright or threaten war on us if they don't get it. L. The Divine will intercede. She must. The Victoria and the Inquisition are too closely connected in everyone's eyes for her not to interfere. A. You have great confidence in the Chantry, Elaine. M. 1,000 royals worth of confidence from each of you. The Divine settles the fate of the Inquisition. A. None. 1,000 from each of you once the Inquisition accedes sovereignty to Our Lady and the Council of Heralds. M. You two will beggar me. L. Leonard, are you out? Don't be ridiculous. 1,000 royals and the Ferelden's getting her way after all. Oh, we can buy it and sell? Crafting items. Infinity crafting items. Oh, nice. Pretty much everything you could want. Holy shit, if I bought that. Doesn't leave me 117. What is it? A unique greatsword. Warrior only. Why? No. Oh. One helmet. A few of those. Crossbow arms. Runes. Oh my god, this is what a nug looks like. Golden nug. Synchronized collectibles. Also synchronize your collectibles across games by downloading collectibles that you previously uploaded and uploading new acquired ones. Would you like to synchronize them now? I'm just gonna... Yeah, because I don't know what's gonna come up. Oh. Collectibles, foolish synchronized. What happens is that. Yeah, cool. Tint armor. Craft weapons. Turn in research. Craft armor. Modify weapons. Okay then. Anything outside here? I can loot. Here. Does it say paddles? I'm going here. Another expensive dog treat. Hard in Hightown, chapter 13. In the Lowtown Bazaar, Donan paused to pay a little elven girl to play courier for him before making the long climb back uphill to Hightown. A careful glance told him the scar-faced Ander, the tattooed Chastened, were still tailing him. Donan was certain they'd love the Viscount's keep. He passed beneath the stone gaze of a cormorant, the cormorant statues flanking the gates, and nodded to the guards on his way to the barracks. No one noticed his ragged bloody clothing, which disappointed him as much as he benefited from it. Recruits these days always slacking off. Donan bypassed the captain's office and went looking for Javelin. By now the kid ought to be rested up, and Donan suspected he would need backup if his large, suspicious shadows decided to pick a fight. But Javelin's bunk was empty. Donan noted blood spatter on the bedding and a scent like lilacs. All of his gear was missing, and the centre of the bunk was a note. Bring the blade to the keys tonight at midnight, or the boy dies. It was signed with a wax seal, 6 crossed swords. Storms of Temptation. Tattered novel bills itself as a sweeping romance on the 8 seas by Danielle Mithril. The cover shows a dark-skinned elf with long platinum hair hanging by one hand from the mast of his ship, a dagger in his teeth, a woman in an elaborate mask low-cut dressed in almost as much hair as the elf gasps up from the base of the mast. The elf is glaring, a tanned and chiseled human pirate grinning as his vessel pulls alongside Elf's ship. The first, I was going to say 11 captains? For the first elven captain in the Antivan Navy, Keel Zebulon's inaugural assignment was a routine trading mission down to Wickham. Little did he know that the fiery amethyst Crone, a passenger he picked up in the free marches, was heir to an enormous fortune. A fortune Ravani pirate prince Eldorado Hurricane would do anything to get his hands on. Unable to resist Amethyst's pleas for help, Kiel found himself racing to get her back to Val Royeaux, even as the ferocious Hurricane pursued them, and their passions ensured the 8 seas would never be the same. There's a note scribbled on the inside, covered in dainty handwriting. If found, please return to Lady... Oh, Yvette Montilier. Sister! Cassandra!
Oh.
Is everything all right?
Yes. Well, I wanted to speak with you, and now you're here.
Seems distraught.
This seems serious.
It's not about me. It's about you. Maybe you should sit.
I can stand.
Maybe I should sit. Inquisitor, I want you to know that I am your friend. I will always be your friend.
Oh, well, that's...
So I hope to give you sound advice on this momentous day. Do what is in your heart, my friend, no matter what anyone might tell you.
I'm confused.
I really can't imagine what you mean.
I'm talking about marriage.
Marriage?
Josephine is a wonderful woman. If you're clear on your path to... You're not proposing to anyone. I am going to kill Varric. Why do I believe everything he says?
Of course it's
Why?
Varric. Okay, maybe I will.
I might get married. I've thought about it.
I suspected as much. Being Inquisitor has brought you good things. Many good things.
Character moves like there's sandbags under her arms.
But only a few have been
a
by
few
your
other places
choice.
too.
Take what happiness you can from those and do not let them go. That is all I meant to say. Advice from a friend for the days to come.
Okay. Jeez. Anything else?
How did Varric, of all people, become the Viscount of Kirkwall? A mystery for the ages.
Oh wow, I never properly looked over the edge here. It goes on for a bit, doesn't it? Oh, we can look. What am I looking at? Is there anything that's gonna happen? Any... We can't go very far, can we? There's a windmill. Oh, there was a windmill. Oh, there it is. Oh, where's that place? Holy shit, those buildings are so close together. What the shit? Best part is, it doesn't even look any really much closer. Oh man, right, I've been down here. I need to go up to... in this bit. Huddle together because it's cold. We've been there. Let's go in here. Ooh. Upgrade potions? How many things did I not get? Got those. Tonics. Missing 3. I don't know what they were. Okay. Don't know what it is. Cold resistance. Do I need that? Probably not. Oh, I don't have enough blood lotus. You bastard. Harden Hightown, chapter 17. Yeah, and ours, you've seen that. Donnan left it to his captain and a dozen of Kirkwall's finest to drag Wagner and his thugs to the stocks. The heavy air gave up and turned into sheets of rain. The ancient grey stone stairs leading up to Lowtown turned into a waterfall. Donnan slogged up the narrow passage, boots squelching with every step. He almost didn't hear the ambush coming. As he reached the top of the stairs, a faint rasp of steel made him throw himself aside into a vegetable seller's table. The sword swung through the air where he'd been and chimed against the rock wall. Donnan fumbled at his scabbard and just managed to catch the second blow with his sword. He had one moment as they locked blades to recognise his attacker. The young man had shed his guard uniform for dark letters, and his left arm now ended a bandaged stump, but there was no mistaking him. Javelin? Where is the blade of Hissarion? Javelin recovered from the parried blow to slash at Donan's legs. He dodged back, slipping and nearly stumbled ass first down the stairs. It was you, the inside man. You're the one who killed De Favre. Donan lunged at the recruit. Javelin quickly moved to block, but Donan's blade sliced his arm, drawing blood. Give me the sword. I know that pirate hag gave it to you. Javelin swung a series of hard slashes, trying to break Donan's guard or knock him down the stairs. In the darkness and the driving rain, the guardsman struggled to see his attacker. Still, Donan grinned. You left it at the key. I guess you ran off without it when the lady took your hand off. Not my fault you picked a fight you couldn't win. He tried to edge away from the stairs, but the rookie kept him pinned between the vegetable stall and a fall to his death. Javelin lunged, his blade punching through Donan's armour just below his ribs. The recruit slipped on a wet stone during his attack and stumbled into his enemy. Donan shoved him away and over the stairs. His fall ended with a sickening crack of broken bones. Donan drew a ragged breath and pulled Javelin's sword from his side, trying not to slip in his own blood. The chantry was a long way off. A note on palace guests, a collection of servants' notes on the guests attending the Winter Palace. Countess Davori wants a stateroom set aside for 3 to 5 in the afternoon. From 3 to 5 in the afternoon for her daughter's harp practice. Must have windows on one side and a balcony. If she proposes a recital, refer her to the Seneschal. Duke Pierpont wants to entertain Ferelden relatives. A barrel of whiskey and 3 wheels of cheese to be delivered to his quarters this evening. Van Wharton, his bed should be made up with linens, not silks. Sir Litstone complains an old wound in her left leg is making itself felt. Move her to the ground floor. Lady Gale, are we going Gality or Gailty? A duelist has requested a sparring partner on a suitable practice ground. Lord Gilderay, to be woken at 8 by a maid on even days, a page boy on odd days, don't ask. With a fresh pitcher of water and 12 sprigs of lavender on a peach-coloured towel, don't ask. Carrying these items in silently, without making eye contact with his lordship, placing them on the divan, clapping twice, and then leaving without a word. Do not ask. So it's safe to say everyone's a fucking weirdo. Conduct becoming the Inquisition. Some members of the Inquisition come to my attention that I must remind everyone of the type of behaviour expected from us during this exalted council. It is natural to wish to hold our heads high, but remember that we are guests of the Imperial Court. It is upon us to behave with good grace, propriety, and restraint. If you are unsure of how to address someone of gentle birth, my lord or my lady will suffice. If you are fearful that you have overstepped an unknown protocol, speak with your commanders. If they are not available, seek me out. Over-imbibing is strongly discouraged at all times. If you're steered into an argument about the Inquisition's politics, politely excuse yourself as quickly as possible. Please do not engage in these debates. If all else fails, trust sense and common courtesy to guide your actions. Sincerely, Lady Montelier. Dorian in the last few years. Inquisitor. It was good to hear from you, my friend. For months I've had only the society of Maver's fledgling Lucerne party. Junior members of the Magisterium, so filled with fire and zeal, and so wildly inept at politics. Me keeps a bucket of ice water on hand in case one accidentally immolates himself. Lest I give you the wrong impression, we are making progress, but it will take a great deal of skill to keep the Lucerne alive through the usual schedule of Minrathus scheming long enough to become a real political faction. Fortunately, they do have me. I'm sorry to hear that politics are plaguing you as well. There must be something going around, like a pestilence or an Orlesian fashion trend. Hopefully Josephine can diffuse the Ferelden outcry and persuade Orlesians to stop circling you with a collar and leash. You know she always did love a challenge. I'll find an excuse to make a trip south soon. We should really catch up in person, don't you agree? Activity in the Winter Palace. Charter's notes are in an encryption she developed with Liliana over the last couple of years. CM's intention seems sincere. Agent in place at party tonight where CM is attending. VP left notes that drop as promised. Servant in green livery seen leaving guest wing of palace at odd hours. Possible tryst. Madame LV's second cousin is a bard and employee of Duke WM. Lord WG plans to meet Lady GD tonight. Neither of their spouses know. Lord RW plans to meet Lady SR tonight. Their spouses do know. Lord RW's wife encouraged RW to step out with SR so she could have some peace and quiet to herself. Bloody hell. Iron Bull in the last few years. Thank you for sending the Chargers to assist in dealing with the demons attacking Montfort. Their assistance was most appreciated and many lives were saved. The Iron Bull and his Chargers have prevented another civil war from sweeping across Orlais with their efforts in Perendale. The Iron Bull in particular defeated a would-be usurper in combat. We must protest the actions of the Bull's Chargers in Southreach. While the presence of demons and Templars corrupted by red lyrium is undisputed, the necessity of your dwarven miner collapsing the better part of a mountain on the enemy forces was hardly necessary. The Bull's Chargers were of great assistance in driving back the demons that attacked the shores of Lake Calenad. The elf who calls herself Dalish was particularly helpful. I look forward to her promised explanation of how Dalish archery techniques can create walls of ice or dispel magical barriers. Excerpts from letters of thanks relating to activities undertaken by Bull's Chargers over the past 2 years. Wardrobe. Ooh. Had we seen this? Oh, you got the blue. Purity? Oh no, no. Austerity. Formal wear? Winter Palace. Oh, that's the Winter Palace one. Coastal Fortress. Oh, I like that. Calenad Sunset. Oh, no. Midnight Tower. Who are we? Venture Forth. I should have seen these at the beginning. Venture Capital. Night's Watch. Is that what I was using? For. We do have armor. Oh, we had the Mortal and Eternal, didn't we? Oh geez, no, god no, that was weird. Ah. Oh, no, it's horrible. Right, go with formal. Coastal Fortress. I like that one. Storage. It's my storage! How many items did I store by the end of the game? After 2 DLCs. See the number 211, 253, 285, 331, 378, 425 items in storage. Oh no! Uh-huh. Varric in the last few years. Inquisitor, greetings and salutations from beautiful Kirkwall. The sun is shining, the seabirds are screeching, and almost nothing in Hightown has fallen into a sinkhole and ended up in the sewers in over a month. The red lyrium cleanup in the gallows is going better than expected. Nobody misses having Meredith fused to the flagstones, eerily glaring at everyone. The city guard celebrated finally getting her out of there by holding a completely impromptu parade. Several Lowtown residents composed a song on the spot with lyrics to the effect of "Thank the Maker, the Crazy Cursed Templar's gone," which was remarkably catchy despite, or maybe because of, the fact that it was mostly just swearing in tune. Even with all this stellar progress, it looks like I'm stuck here. Channels in the harbour were completely changed by falling debris a few years back, which led to a lot of ships getting wrecked, coming and going, which only made things worse. And then we had rifts open and weird glowing fade rocks appeared out there. Weird glowing fade rocks. Incidentally, thanks for closing the rifts. Now the only hope for repairing the harbour is to send guys with pickaxes to clear the rocks. Ever try to hire miners who are also divers, Inquisitor? There aren't many, and even fewer are happy mining glowing shit from the Fade. This is going to take a lot of my coin to fix. Stop by the city sometime, we'll get in the game of Wicked Grace, please. This Viscount shit is boring me to death. Vivian in the last few years, we did not finish Vivian's questline. Inquisitor, I feel I shall have no opportunity to meet you. Yeah, to meet with you prior to the Exalted Council at Halam Sharal. The colleagues and fraternities of enchanters are holding yet another round of elections in a few months, and I must be present to organise everything, or the Equitarians and the Lacrosians will inevitably get drawn into the most passive-aggressive arguments over the number of ballot boxes and the arrangements of voting cards you can possibly imagine. On the last two occasions, when I could not be spared from my duties at the Imperial Court, the isolationists sealed themselves inside the debating area with ice walls, in protest over some insult from a libertarian senior enchanter from Cumberland. I must, of course, convey the continuing approbation of the Orlesian Court, though I have no doubt dear Duke Cyril has already bored you to death with the Council of Heralds. His compliments by now. Cullen in the last few years. Cullen, where's the spread from Denerim about the summit the Inquisition will attend? The news is half rumours, but with the representatives they say are going, it's clearly serious. The details are probably not something you can put down in a letter. I will, however, look forward to more glowing descriptions about how much you love Orlesian parties. Branson's here. His son insists I add Illo Cull to this letter. He also insists it be Illo and not Hello. Your nephew is stubborn. How very familiar. Love, Mia. Cassandra in the last few years. Inquisitor, I'm writing to you from the Hunterhorn Mountains, where I was successful in tracking down Seeker Emery. She was more shocked than most to hear of Lord Seeker Lucius's betrayal, as he was her mentor when she was just an initiate. But she is eager to help rebuild, and she has heard of a few other Seekers who might have been sent to Ravane. I still do not know how many of us yet remain, how many Lucius killed, but I know that we are recovering, and I know that we will be better this time. I confess I look forward to returning to Orlais next month. Once I would have thought that impossible. Orlais was little more than the land of frustrating politics, excessive ornamentation, and responsibilities I did not want. Now that friends wait for me there, is almost a home. Okay, I don't think I've done those. I'm gonna go up here first. Another dog tree. Heart in Hightown, chapter 14. Oh, late Magistrate Tunwald's butler blinked as Don Grokovich barged into the foyer. Get Lady Marielle now. He headed straight to the parlour where the magistrate's collection was displayed. Wrapped in a black shawl, Marielle sauntered into the room and leaned against one of the glass cases. Guardsman, what a pleasant surprise! Where's Javelin? Her smile faltered. Why do you think I would know? He's your partner. Donnan held up the note. Your perfume, Lady Marielle. He dropped it on the display case beside her. What were you doing in the guard barracks? I didn't leave the note, she said with measured calm. I don't have your partner. But you were in the barracks. He stepped away to examine a display. You told me Wagner wanted to buy a magistrate's entire collection, but he said he was only interested in one blade. He opened the case, and I think it was never in Seamus's collection. I think it was a sword meant to go right here. He pointed to the empty velvet-lined box. I looked in the Viscount's records, and you've only been married to Magistrate Dunwald for about 3 weeks. You tell me who you're working for and where my partner is, and I'll see if we can't get you a deal with the Viscount's office. The Chantry. Marielle closed the door quietly. They sent me to Kirkwall a few months ago when rumours of the sword began to surface. She examined a note. I don't have Javelin. This was already on his bunk when I went to find both of you. Donna didn't hide his scepticism. You're innocent, but you didn't report him missing to any of the guards. Someone took him from the barracks, Sarah. No one the wiser. That doesn't seem strange to you? She looked him in the eye. Have you ever heard of the executors? They're a myth. A myth that kills, she sighed. The executors have your partner, and I think they have someone inside the city guard. How else could they have gotten Javelin out of the keep without being seen? Donnan watched her fidget with her shawl. Why were you in the barracks? I suspected the executors. I want to say executors. Yes, of the will. As an inside man, she shrugged. How else would they have gotten poor Comte de Favre to open the door to his killer, since he arranged swords purchased from for Seamus? He'd been hiding in his own home. The only people he'd seen were Seamus and you.
Maybe.
Excuse me?
We shall see.
The fuck do I get up there? This is not gonna work. I don't know if I've got a way to get over. Can't get up there.
And you?
Wonderful.
Shit. Oh, Hard and How to in chapter 12. Oh, we're doing this out of order. They say you can buy buy anything in the Low Town Bazaar. It's mostly true. On the right day, you can find vendors hawking spices from Saharan. The legacies of unknown dwarven paragons, maps to hidden fortresses in the Dawn Arcs, and the crown jewels of Antiva. But no bookstore in Thedas peddles more wild stories in Lowtown. Donnan made a point of greeting each shopkeeper as he passed so that a continual chant of guardsmen reached the ears of the two large men shadowing him since he'd left Lady Marielle in Hightown. The address she'd given him led to a warehouse in the Foundry district, a section of the city populated only by rusted metal spikes and vagrants. Donnan knocked on the door. An immaculately dressed butler greeted him and gestured for him to enter. Guardsman, Mr. Wagner has been expecting you. Donnan followed him through a labyrinth of warehouse offices to a back room richly appointed with silk carpets and tapestries depicting the execution of Andraste. Two heavy armchairs upholstered in velvet occupied the centre of the room. In one sat a smug red-haired man dressed entirely in blinding white samite. The other chair was empty. Guardsman, please sit, the gentleman spoke with a heavy Starkhaven accent. I suppose you would be Mr. Wagner, Donnan asked. I am a procurer of antiquities, Sarah. As I'm sure Lady Dunwald explained, Wagner carefully lit a pipe made of carved bloodstone and inhaled. But we are both men of business, Guardsman. You're soon to retire, are you not? Allow me to present you with an opportunity. Donnan turned a critical eye on the tapestry of Andraste's pyre. I'm listening. Wagner watched him through a glowing veil of smoke. Do you know what Seamus Dunwald had in his possession, Guardsman? What made the poor man worth killing? Do tell. The sword of Hissarion. Wagner leaned forward, studying him closely, the very blade that pierced Andraste's heart. Donnan gave him a flat stare. If I believed that were even possible, I'd think that blade would be worth a lot of coin. Most would look at it and see a rusted piece of scrap. It is no longer the jewelled blade of an Archon. To the right buyer, Guardsman. The sword is worth an empire's ransom. I know such buyers. Wagner smiled. It is here, in Crookwall, and if you help me find it, I can make you a very rich man. Cool.
Inquisitor, I see you have time for afternoon refreshments.
Did you know that a merchant in the courtyard is selling gemstones the same color as your eyes?
What an odd thing to say. I must see this for myself.
Nicely done.
You're useful to have around, Cole.
I still don't understand Orlesians and their masks, but it makes him happy. And I needed the table.
For breadcrumbs.
Just relaxing in my
Birds
gold mole
like
mask.
breadcrumbs.
Oh, Cole, good day. I didn't see you there.
But I saw you, as lovely as your songs.
I would hope he wouldn't, and I don't think it's fair to ask him. Happy for you.
I'm pleased for both of you.
The world has ample pain, Inquisitor. The kindness found in Cole is rare indeed.
Her songs bring happiness to those who hear, and I can make her happy in return.
Well then, carry on.
Okay. Yep. Short, sweet.
Hello.
The Gilded Horn's drink menu. The Golden Nug, an effervescent white Selene wine. The dash of West Hill brandy and a splash of pomegranate juice, muddled with raspberries and a sprig of royal elf fruit. The Hissing Drake, a bold mix of cinnamon-infused whiskey. Dark Lomarin rum, and Hero's Lava Burst, not for the faint of stomach or heart. Benediction, Prophet's Laurel Gin served with a wedge of lime and a thimble of golden scythe. The Emerald Valley, made with spirit distilled by Chantry sisters and lides from over 70 herbs and flowers, topped by egg white foam dusted with nutmeg. A night of shame. Okay. Our sweetest Antivan port with a dash of chocolate bitters and a twist of orange served in a flute of chilled Syralt glass. The Randy Dowager, rumoured to have been concocted by the editor of Orlesi's most scandalous periodical herself, a tall glass of abyssal peach liqueur and fresh cream. Yeah, okay, that would be the one I'd go with. Garnished with sugared rose petals and served on a silk handkerchief, maybe not that part, with a scandalous rhyming couplet inked on it by the bartender. Okay, yeah, we'd have to go with that one. Oh, I'm reading. Sarah's past and now things. Sarah's past and now things? Lost in our book, Stop Leaving Them Places, below our journal entries by Sarah, also several sketches of Skyhold with impeccable cross-hatching. Moving again, less stuff, more things, people things. Too many Valsum things, name less stupid or lay. Last Jenny checked in, wasn't worried. A drawing of a gloved fist holding an odd symbol smashing against the face of a chevalier. The symbol is red and smells of strawberry. Travelling again. And again. Been here before, we're everywhere. Back to the Winter Palace, never good. Pack bees. About Varric, we're in trouble. Scratched out. Varric won't take the sucker bet. In for 10 with Cullen. Everyone looks old and tired and fat. Find who shrunk my Skyhold clothes. Scratched out. Piss. Don't say the Inquisitor's hand looks bad. It looks very bad. Is Whittle even here? Why do I go where there's no Whittle? A drawing of Sarah and Dagna silhouetted by an explosion bees and exploding bees. Chargers in the palace. No one will be sleeping. Rainier hugs harder than Blackwall. Still beardy. Josie is best here. Cassandra needs to punch something or she'll explode. Everyone? They never call on everyone. Liliana knows something and knew Inquisition is in trouble.
Here's you! And everyone! Glad to be back, all stuffed together. With the pressure full on. Again.
Oh yeah.
Don't worry, Herald of Everywhere. I came prepared. I know what everyone needs.
So don't say bees. Pranks? I'm thinking pranks.
Just like best times.
Oh no. Oh, what are we doing? That's not a prank, that's just... That's not... We're just throwing shit at people. Oh no. I'm not even sure what it was.
I expected a roof.
It's early. Anyway, that was a good run.
Oh, I
It's all
roll.
been a good run. I needed that. And I need... You know it's ending, right? We can say it won't, but knobs in places like this, all they do is end things. They'll try a leash. Or worse. But maybe you aren't ready to quit just because some Lord Piddlebits is scared of us.
Ooh. What have you heard?
Is someone moving against us?
Sure. Start with everyone, everywhere. Point is, sooner, all this changes. And you've helped me understand. Too much. So it's my turn to help you. See, I have these friends, and all of them were the wrong sort of whatever. Their place changed, or it never was. So together, we made an us. Everyone needs an us. And when the world is done saying no and calls you the wrong sort of whatever, maybe we can be that us for you. What do you think, Inquisitor? Want to run some rooftops as a Jenny?
You want me to join you?
You want the Inquisitor? Don't I have a few more titles than your usual Jenny? No offense.
Some taken.
Words. Look, we don't want you. We want to be there for
Rude
you.
reproach.
If you want to
Maybe
keep doing,
I wonder if it's
it won't be
because
nobles
they're
who help.
that's the
It'll
kind
be
of group that
friends.
she's with. Because it's like the Friends of Red Jenny. Yes, I'm friggin' in.
Well, all I have to say is... Call me Red Frigging Jenny.
Way too confusing. You'll get a city. One that rhymes with arse.
Oh, I should have said we needed a we instead of an us, because... Wait! Anus! So stupid.
To all my friends.
Always and ever, Inquisitor. Always and ever.
Sarah was never
Oh my god.
Creepy song is creepy. Ugh.
I have to say, while I didn't take her as a person for fights, she kind of grew on me. In a like younger, even though I don't have a younger sister, but I'd imagine like a younger sister kind of role.
Go figure out what end this bunch want, and then we can get to fun with friends and friends.
Where'd I had that? Ooh, is that creme? That's not creme. Iron Bull. Wait, why are you behind the bar?
a soldier, a sailor.
Oh, look at the pictures on the wall.
I'm glad you're here. Listen, I need you to keep the chief distracted while we sneak this dragon skull through the room behind him.
Should be good.
I'm looking forward to seeing where this goes.
It's for his birthday.
I'll see what I can do,
She'd
Crane.
definitely partake in
All right,
launching
here he
straw
comes.
wrappers at
Let's keep him
strangers.
talking. He loves talking.
She would.
Hey, boss. Good to see you.
I have, however, never done that to a stranger. You'd make a good Tempest?
You know, Bull, you almost fight like a Tempest. Do you ever want to just break a flask over yourself and kill things?
No. Well, no more than usual.
Haven't seen a rift in ages.
It's good to see that the Veil has largely healed, now that most of the major rifts are closed. You might think otherwise, but the Veil isn't technically a physical barrier. It's more like a magical vibration that repels the Fade.
I don't have anything else. Okay, give up.
I'm sorry, I can't do this.
Sure you can. They must have that thing almost across the room. Right? Ben Hasrath. Remember?
Surprise! Happy birthday, Chief.
Oh, you guys. You got me.
Yeah?
Hey, boss.
What the fuck is that picture? What the fuck is that picture? Oh, you can't do it this way. Wait, who am I missing? Josephine, yes. Cassandra, yes. Blackwell, yes. Cole, Iron Bull, yep. Sarah, Varric. Oh! Colin, oh fuck, Vivian. Vivian said she wasn't going to meet up with me. Oh, Vivian. I'm not a fan of Vivian. Just came across this kind of bitch sometimes. Oh, look at that face, look at that face. This is what you want in your pub wall, some sour feast. I think I can go to this side now. I haven't saved it, and yeah. What am I collecting dog treats for? Maybe Colin. Discard gazebo. While the gazebo is available for festive occasions, deposits non-refundable in cases of flood fire or imperial whim. Book accordingly. Is he got him a Barry Hound?
You there! You're to dodge, not catch. If that ball were a fireball, you'd be dead.
You found a dog?
They don't breed Mabari in Olay. The merchant said he was abandoned. Perhaps his owner's tired of the novelty.
He's such a good dog.
Tire of you? With that positive attitude and fetching ability?
He's not supposed to fetch it.
I don't think you understand how this works.
Another Ferelden trapped at the Winter Palace. I couldn't leave him to that fate. Besides, I think he likes me.
You should show him Ferelden.
You could take him to Ferelden sometime. He should know where he came from.
I did promise my sister a visit. She might try to spoil you. Remember who you report to. The Inquisition will change after this. I'm not yet sure what that will mean. Whatever happens, our people, you, Liliana, Josephine, will have my support in whatever form you require.
Glad to hear it. There's one demented looking pupper, yeah.
Without you.
I'm honored. And
It
likewise,
doesn't have a sinister bald number 7 painting hanging at home.
you can help. Dodge this, and I'll find overpriced Orlesian dog treats before we go.
But I've got dog treats. Oh my god, why am I getting stat increases from this? Constitution. Why are you getting me more health?
Be careful, Inquisitor. We have a ways to go yet.
Okay then. Up there. You want me to go Fellow Ambassador, Legion Ambassador. We'll go up the top then. Don't know how.
I should look around.
Again. I knew the key to immortality was to feed dogs. Hardin Hightown, chapter 11. Oh, we're getting less. The Cafe d'Or, perched atop a hill in the Orlesian district of Hightown, with a view of the entire city, so the wealthy patrons could keep an eye on the peasants toiling below. The Lady Marielle studied the room, across the room of her cup. A few nobles sat at the delicate little tables, sipping tea from Ravine, and whispering among themselves about the latest manoeuvres in the grand game 1,000 leagues away. What's this lead you have for me? Donnan broke the silence, acutely aware that he stank of sweat and fish from the docks, and was wearing a ripped blood-stained coat in the most high-class cafe in Kirkwall. We're being followed, guardsman. The lady's voice was low. From her tone, she might have been discussing the weather. The two gentlemen in the corner by the door. Donnan picked up his teacup and gestured with it as if making a point while he turned slightly in his chair to look. The men were finely dressed, but almost as out of his place as he was. A large, sickly pale Ander with a face full of scars and a tattooed chastened with a stone dagger at his belt. A chastened and a doublet? That's one for the history books, Donnan murmured. Lady Marielle favoured him with a half-smile. Last night a man came by the estate. He said he wanted to buy Seamus's collection. All of it. Donnan sat up straighter. The swords? He said his name was Wagner. She sipped delicately at her tea. He gave me an address in Lowtown in case I changed my mind. Those two have been shadowing me ever since. Some loot. Silver ring. Oh, Vin. I'm gonna have to hold on. I'm not going there just yet. More loot. A broken mask. Okay, maybe I'm looking this way first. I'll go up the stairs after then. Hardin Hightown, chapter 15. The nobles of Hightown like to imagine that petty crime can only happen in the dank shadows of Darktown, or maybe the crooked alleyways of Lowtown between the alienage and the poorest neighbourhoods. Their lofty, ivy-walled avenues could never be the site of something as crude as a mugging or a simple assault. Donnan didn't have much trouble finding an out-of-the-way alcove near the chantry to wait for the scarred Ander and the tattooed Chasten to catch up with him. The Ander came at him first, dropping down from the balcony above his head. While Donan tried to back out of his reach, the chastened loomed behind him, clamping an enormous vice-like hand on his shoulder. Neander's follow-up punched just below his ribs knocked air from his lungs. As the chastened lifted him up by his coat, Donan got back enough of his breath to say, "York for Wagner, I need to give him a message." This earned him a sceptical look from the Ander, but the chastened set his feet back on the ground. "Tell him I have his sword. He can meet me in the quays at midnight to settle on the price." For a long nervous moment, Donan watched a variety of expressions pass over the Ander's scarred, greyish face before the man nodded. Another long moment, and both Ander and chastened walked away, leaving him alone in the alcove. With the sun just setting, there was only one place left that Donan needed to go. The tavern in the centre of Lowtown sat in its own tiny moat of spilled ale, vomit, and the seawater the owner flung at the walls in a half-hearted attempt to scour the seagull crap from the building. Donan, like nearly every guardsman who drank at the Hanged Man, walked through the door to a frantic chorus of "Put it away, hurry!" He tried not to smile and completely succeeded when the brooding white-haired elven bartender greeted him with a murderous glower. "Guardsman." Donan placed a handful of copper coins on the bar. "Keep the ale coming, Ferris. I've got some time to kill." Ferris! Was it supposed to be Fenris? Oh, Vivian. Your hats.
Darling, you made it. Excellent. I scheduled this appointment ages ago, and they do appreciate punctuality.
Appointment?
With the Imperial Garden Spa, of
Holy
course.
shit, that's a big couch,
You
isn't it?
worked so hard, my dear. I wanted to treat you.
Thanks, I think.
Well, that's very generous.
I know. I even surprise myself sometimes.
Of course. Oh no, I was going to say please don't feed us grapes. Why have I got cheese wheels on my eyes?
Cheese wheels for?
It is cheese wheels!
It pains me that you even have to ask. You've clearly been living too long in barely civilized conditions.
Did you hear something?
Is that Sarah?
Relax, darling. It's spa day.
The dude on the wall!
How have you been? It seems ages since we've spoken. I hope all is well with you and Ambassador Montillier.
Things are good.
Things are excellent. Thank you for asking.
It's such a comfort to hear that at least one facet of your life
Doll's House in
hasn't
Reverse.
fallen apart.
Are
due
those
to
tiny cheese wheels? Yes, they are. What the fuck is going on? What have you been up to?
You must be keeping very busy.
Someone has to keep the mess
How are the
that's been
cheese wheels
made of
staying on
Thaddeus's
place on Vivian?
institutions of magic from flying apart. Don't you feel better, my dear? This place really does work miracles.
What happened?
Darling, it's spa day. Don't fret. You'll undo all the good they've done. Come along, Inquisitor. They have other appointments,
What
you know.
the fuck is that on the ground? Is it meat? Is that a banana? On a stick? What is that? Okay, so we've got ham joints, some kind. Bananas on a stick. What the fuck happened? What did you... Oh my god.
Darling, what can I do for you?
Catch up with old friends. I think I've caught up with all of them, haven't I? Josephine, yes. Cassandra, yes. Blackwell, yes. Cole, yes. Iron Bull, yes. Sarah, yes. Marek, yes. Colin, yes. I'm gonna give his dog some more bones. I have gone the wrong way? No, I've not gone the wrong way. What kind of constitution I'm getting?
Inquisitor?
Oh no, cucumbers, so they brought out the baby pill. Oh, there might be some stuff up here. There's not up there. I've got 2 things I need to speak to. I've caught up with everyone, I believe. Although I am now on the rooftop area, so. Well, I've got another bloody dog treat. Oh, let's have a look at this. Where is this looking? Where the fuck is this looking? Why? Why would I want to look over here? Hmm. Okay. Are there still rifts about? Huh. Hardened Hightown, Chapter 18. The rain stopped with a suddenness that suggested some enterprising footpads from the coterie had climbed up to shank the clouds. What the fuck did I just read? The rain stopped with a suddenness that suggested some enterprising footpad from the coterie had climbed up to shank the clouds. The fog drifted off to haunt a better part of the wounded coast, and as Donnan reached the chantry courtyard, the clouds parted to let a sliver of moonlight shine on the rain-swept flagstones. This time of day, this time of year, in this part of the country? Okay, he stopped to catch his breath and tighten the torn-off coat sleeve he'd used as a bandage. The bleeding was slower, which meant either the wound in his side wasn't that deep, or he was running out of blood to lose. Trying not to dwell on the latter, he pushed open the chantry doors. At this maker-forsaken hour, the chantry was lit only by the eternal flame at Andraste's feet. A single soul occupied the space, lighting a candle for the dead. She rose as Donnan staggered into the firelight. "Guardsman!" Lady Marielle rushed to help him into one of the pews. "I want to wake up one of the healers," he managed a pained smile. "I wasn't sure you'd be here." "There was I. Your message was a little vague." Marielle tried to examine his makeshift bandage, but Donnan waved her away. He pointed towards the golden statue of Andraste. "I had a friend deliver something for you, under the altar." Marielle cast him a skeptical look, but she climbed the dais, and returned with a small oilcloth bundle. She picked apart the wrapping's knot and peered down at the rusty blade inside, specks of dried blood still clinging to the pitted guard. "Sword of Visarion," she breathed, almost a prayer. "You can get it to the Divine?" Donnan asked. She wiped at her eyes. "I'll take it to her myself. What do you want in return?" Donnan struggled to his feet. "Just put in a good word for me with the Maker, your ladyship. You never know when I might need it." And he walked away, leaving her standing in the firelight with history in her hands. Okay, now I think I've got all the dog treats. Can I get... Oh, we don't take damage. They're like, who would want to go over the edge there? Me, I would. Oh! Oh my god, what did you just do? Did you bring back a bloody wasp's bee's nest? Cudgel of the Golden Ebon Queen? 150 damage. Plus 14% attack, 7% critical chance. 12% critical damage bonus, 7 strength. On hit, chance to inflict bees on target. Nice.
Inquisitor?
That's what I need. People don't do shit. So today's a work thing. wasn't so much like anything that H had done. I had a meeting, as I'd said, like, you know, my sister and one of like her manager type thing. But it was and then another meeting with someone else in the department. He was like, you know, like, try the person who's teaching me, who'd done the role for many years beforehand.
Such changeable weather this season.
I would happily inflict bees on someone. Oh man, right. 160 hours. What the fuck have I been doing with my life for this game? Or hey, oh, Arl Tegan. Did we not hear? Ooh, books. No, it's not. I don't. What did I? Wait, what did I just get? Oh, dispatch from the Crown of Ferelden. Uncle Tegan. Oh, it's Alistair, isn't it? I read your first letter. Trust your lady to put up a fight about this now. You've been there before, so I'm telling you anything. I'm not telling you anything new. I'll send a messenger if you need anything. No, I'll send a messenger if you need anything. I'll send someone out straight away. Someone, presumably His Majesty, has drawn a stick figure weighted down by an oversized crown on with the page. Oh, it's Liliana. Scandalous gossip. This unsigned note is creased, as if it had been secreted away in someone's pocket. Dearest Jay, I agree it is surprising that the Fereldans come as equals, but the Exalted Council is in the heart of Southern Orlais. It cannot be lost on our neighbours. Empress Slain came out for the first ceremonies, then retired into her chambers for the rest of the talks. A day later, Marquise Briala came visiting on important matters of state. Suffice to say, I do not think we will see them at the council. Slain and the rabbit cavort like lovers half their age. Of course, the foolish assume our empress is so distracted that they might safely overreach themselves. An idea even more disastrous than the new carpeting in the north wing. A shade of lime, really? Dedication. This fountain was erected in commemoration of the end of the Civil War and the slaying of Corypheus by the Blessed Herald from Drasti, Inquisitor Trevelyan, in the 42nd year of the Dragon Age. Let the song of its waters be as laughter, let the cool of its stone be as memories gone. Ooh, money. Some coins? What's down here? What is down here? Oh, I didn't realise there was a second way up. Oh. I need to speak with both, don't I? Okay. Save this first. Duke Cyril. Wait, is it Dorian?
Orlais is on your side, Lord Parvis. The Inquisition's support is not a thing to lose lightly.
Which is why the Orlesian court is circling it with a net and collar? But you'll have to excuse me. I see an old friend I must greet. Inquisitor, how long has it been? Don't actually tell me. I despise feeling old. It's good to see you, my friend.
Good to see you. I'm gonna go bored, aren't you?
Thrilled to be at the Exalted Council, Lord Parvis.
Oh, riveted. Orlais wants the Inquisition tamed, Ferelden wants it gone, the Chantry meddles, and Tevinter sends but one ambassador. That's me, by the way. A reward for my interest in the South. Thankfully, Ambassador Pavis is a token appointment. Call on me as you like.
Inquisitor, Duke Cyril Montfort, member of the Council of Heralds and Lord of Chateau Haine. I have long followed your work. It is extraordinary.
Is that sentiment shared by the rest of the court?
Of course. Ole wishes only to offer respectful guidance to the Inquisition.
You disagree with them?
Does your grace feel the Inquisition should continue to rule itself?
I would rather see the Inquisition join us freely than be carved into pieces for the chessboard. I have not forgotten Justinia's death. I had friends who perished at the Temple of Sacred Ashes. More than the good you have done, it is the good we may do together I don't wish to lose. Whatever happens, Inquisitor, I wish you well.
Okay. Now, do we get to speak to Doreen separately? Oh, yes.
Wonderful.
It's been a while since so many gathered in this place.
Hey, Doreen.
As the most eloquent
Wait, who was
dwarf you
lying on the
know,
ground?
Sparkles.
Speech! Speech! Way too much speech.
Varric, there's really no need.
What's going on?
Inquisitor! You're just in time. Sparkles, the Imperium doesn't deserve you.
Hey, Vol, how you
or
doing?
want you. It may even kill you, but we'll miss you, if it counts. And you didn't know. Okay, folks. Time to take the party elsewhere.
Oh, it's Iron Bull.
Tama never wanted any. I swear.
Leave him.
Ah, not too bad.
It's true. When the Exalted Council has ended, I'm going back to Tevinter. For good, this time.
I'm gonna miss you.
You know I'll miss you.
Naturally. My father is dead. Assassinated,
shit.
I believe. I received notice this morning. A perversely cheerful letter congratulating me on assuming his seat in the Magisterium. We only met a few times while I was home. He didn't say anything about keeping me as his heir. This ambassadorship, his doing, I'm told. He must have wanted me away when the trouble began. I have to go back.
I could help you.
You'll need help. I could go with you.
Not this time, my friend. I won't be entirely without support. Mayveris has gathered other magisters who feel as we do. We'll be an actual faction in the Magisterium. I'll teach them manners, take them shopping. It'll be fun.
What were you doing to Vinter?
So you'll truly be a magister?
Oh, yes. I can't wait to degrade the Magisterium with my presence. A new outfit is required.
And then what?
I find my father's killers and kill them back. Then I find those giving Tevinter a bad name and kill them. They're most likely the same people, so that should make the job easier.
Sorry about your father.
I know it was complicated, but I'm sorry about your father.
Thank you. It still doesn't feel real.
Well, he's after that. Find out he wants to go after his father's killers, so I wish you well.
I wish you safe travels, and the best of luck.
Oh, I'll need it, thank you. Magisters are tricksy bastards. A present. A going-away present. It's a sending crystal. Amazing what friendship with the Inquisition gives you access to. If I get in over my head, or you're overwhelmed with sorrow for lack of my velvety voice... Magic. What? You didn't think I would just leave and you'd never hear from me again, did you? You are my dearest friend. Perhaps my only friend.
His plan
That
is to
will
become
never
a
change, no
fashionable
matter
serial
where we
killer.
are.
Yeah.
Now let's finish the good wine before the others get back.
Okay. I think I've caught up with everyone now. Doreen, seen Vivian, seen Colin, Varric, Josephine, Cassandra, yep, Iron and Bull, Sarah, Bull, and Blackwall. That was perhaps the saddest one out of the partings. Real ambassador. Oh, Liliana. Oh my god, Liliana, you've inherited
Divine Victoria.
fucking big
Am I
head.
interrupting?
Of course not, Inquisitor. I was catching up with Redcliffe's Arl. He's here to represent Ferelden at the summit.
Inquisitor, good to meet you.
How is Redcliffe?
How are things in Redcliffe, my lord?
Blessedly quiet. The mayor conveys his greetings. Redcliffe remembers its savior.
A moment, Your Holiness.
I had hoped to steal a moment of the Divine's time.
Very well. We'll continue this later, your perfection.
Many are frightened of the
His clothes
Inquisition
aren't
power, but I
entirely
will do all I can to allay their fears.
How bad will the summit be?
What's the worst case scenario if the summit goes badly?
There are some who wish to see the Inquisition end. We must persuade them it is not necessary. I have much to do, but let me say this. I may no longer be your spy master, but I am always here if you require.
Launching?
I'm glad you finally arrived, Inquisitor. The Crown's anxious for news.
And
If you need to picture where the wind is coming from to stick her on a
Breach
pole.
is long gone, yet Skyhold's army remains.
Oh,
Ferelden can't
no,
continue
there's
to
some
ignore
sky colours
soldiers
going
its
on.
borders.
I understand here.
The Inquisition has grown. I can see how its presence might cause concern.
Then you understand why we must demand a reduction of your military forces. A power without allegiance to either Ferelden or Orlais. Even I see neither of our countries can let it rest. I won't keep you longer. We'll have words enough when the Exalted Council begins.
Oh, you're a dick. Well, I think I've caught up with everyone. Whee!
At once.
I can't believe this.
Oh, yes.
I suppose.
Make a smile upon you. I'll be here if you need me.
Yeah, I have spoken to everyone. It's fine. I'm not even sure Mother Giselle's headgear was quite as bad as Liliana's there. Starting an Exalted Council will lock off spending time with followers. Okay. Yeah?
Thank you, Your Holiness. Now, Artigan, as to your concerns.
The Inquisition established an armed presence in Ferelden territory. You outright seized Caer Bronach in Crestwood.
Ugh. We only helped restore order.
Our goal was to keep more Ferelden citizens from dying, not to seize power.
Your help was appreciated 2 years ago, Inquisitor. Now
Well,
order
there's
has
someone
been
flitting
restored,
about.
yet you remain. Invading under pretext of restoring order is exactly what the Grey Wardens did to us centuries ago, and we exiled them. Now the Inquisition is doing the same thing with Grey Wardens in their ranks.
Your concern is ill-founded. The Grey Wardens have proven their worth time and again.
Of course Orlais tolerates this interference. Without the Inquisition, Celine would have
she
neither
just
her
gets a little
throne
waterfall
nor her
show.
elven marquise.
Rest assured, Tegan, the Empire of Orlais will not stand idle if the Inquisition oversteps its bounds. Unlike Ferelden, however, Orlais understands that these were the well-intentioned mistakes of a young organization.
An organization in need of a guiding hand. Yours, no doubt.
Who's that?
Pardon me, Inquisitor. Divine Victoria wishes to speak with you in private.
100 years and the High Priestess be stapled to the rafters. She's right there.
The Divine Victoria? Who is sitting just up there? Yes, and who was once your spy master. It's a pressing matter, your worship.
Josephine, handle the council.
Something has come up. I'll be back.
What?
This is highly irregular.
Perhaps it would be best if we took a short recess. The guard said we should go
she moves
see
really
this.
fast. She
I
just
believe
blows
she was
every
correct.
bit of paper away.
A Canary warrior in full
no!
armor.
Wait! Oh!
How did he get into the Winter Palace?
They have armor for the horns? Did I ever notice that in Iron Bull? Okay, what can you tell me?
So, what would the Left Hand of the Divine see when she looked at this?
This is a warrior, not a spy. Part of the Antam, the Canary military. Most of his wounds come from a fight against someone using magic, but at least a few are from a blade.
Behind her.
He was badly hurt,
Slipstream
separated
boost.
from his allies, and made it here before he
no.
died. But how?
Would Iron Bull know?
Would the Iron Bull know anything about this?
I asked, and he is as surprised as we are. Since becoming Tal Vashoth, he has had no contact with his people. He seems frustrated at not knowing more.
This brings back memories.
Deadly mysteries at the Winter Palace. Throw in a Hulla statue and some Caprice coins and it's just like old times. Can Josephine manage the diplomats while I look around?
She will be fine. It's all speeches and posturing for the first few days anyway. I will extend the recess as long as possible. I will also have our friends ready themselves for battle if need be.
You think that's likely?
I think the Exalted Council may be more exciting than we expected.
Rotate. Nice, I got 2 strength just from straightening up a picture. Cool.
It's been a while since so many gas out in this place. What's going on? You can't keep me out of here.
It looks like he came down over the railing.
Can I get over there? Hold on, hold on. Those OCD muscles. I'm trying to jump over there because is there still loot up there? There's still something up there. Follow the blood trail. No, we ain't following any fucking blood trail. Shit. Ooh. Why the fuck did I want bottled cologne? What is this shit I'm picking up anyway? Is it valuables? What for? Billing itself as the most distinguished retailer of fine goods and novelties in the rich to the rich since 786 Storm. Booklet is filled with woodcuts of strange trinkets, the world's best articulated ever right back scratcher. Complicated looking devices, the only triple-decker carriage with Orsimer designed wheel locks for smoother braking, and specialty items. Be the first to enjoy the amazing cooling properties of drakeskin lining in one's evening mask. Slim bottle of Heartland Lodge cologne smells not unpleasantly enough. Autumn leaves, loamy earth, and wood smoke. Pieces of a broken mask found inside a velvet bag. What's left of the mask is covered in green jewels and eagle feathers. A scrap of paper inside the bag simply reads simply try again. Bag of Caprice coins. Discs minted for an ability to throw into fountains, stamped with a lion on one side and the chantry sunburst on another. Crumpled silk napkin. Crumpled silk napkin, so some words inked in the corner. They're so smudged by wine stains, the only ones still readable are "There was once a man from Hosburg." Gold cravat. Kind of implies the city of Cologne exists in universe. Is slightly the worse for wear and tear, however. The stitching is remarkably fine, and the gold of the cloth has a subtly expensive shimmer when it catches the light. The gold horn, I've had that for a while. The lacquered box, containing 5 pots of blush, 3 jars of lipstick, a small but sturdy hairbrush, and dozens of brightly jeweled hairpins and ribbons. A note affixed to the inside of the lid reads, "A few supplies for emergencies." Pair of paddles. A pair of small wooden paddles with leather grips, used for some manner of leisure sport, presumably. Silver ring. Half these people are more French than the French, so I suppose it's not that outlandish. A silver ring found in a fountain. A torn page. I'm sure they have used French words. Whee! Oh no, up we go. Oh my god, in the window, in the window. Why loot for me? What's happened? I'll speak English? Well. Broken doors.
An active illuvian. If I'm going through it, I'm not going alone.
Apparently I am. Oh, here we go. I will take my usual iron bowl. Ooh, Tom! It changed to Tom! Actually, remove. I usually start with. It changed to Tom!
This is the crossroads. Morrigan brought me here while showing me the illuvian.
Where's the rest of my party? Oh, there they are. Hi, people. Ooh, what's that? What's this? Winter Palace. Oh, we got a map for the Winter Palace? Does it mean I can go back through, or is it an after thing? correctly consider languages in these games, literally everything falls apart. Yeah. Wait, can I go back through? Pass. Oh! Where is that? Oh, I don't know if it'll... Or maybe not then. I usually had a quest. Because this is the Winter Palace. Ah, fuck it. Do I care enough to traipse about the place? I'm 160%. I'm like, fuck this. Has to be something which people can speak, obviously. So Spanish, everything's going to be Spanish, etc. When it comes to accents of our languages, in that language, it always feels weird. Very specific relationship. We're going to get the every dwarf is Scottish trope. I was kind of surprised by that, if I'm honest. Going to take Tahom with us. Oh, there's other Luvians?
Judging by the bloodstains, he tried to get through here.
Is there a problem?
This mirror doesn't look broken, but it's inactive. Maybe there's a way to unlock it.
More blood.
The blood trail leads to this mirror.
Right. Let's see where this guy came from.
Well, I don't want to go in that one. I'm guessing I've got to go. The bloodstains. I can try a brand new accent. It's always impossible for the voice actors to perform the lines naturally. Except alright, I have a lot more to go on. The vine-covered
Elven ruins.
towers.
I'm not sure we're even in Orlais anymore.
Blood everywhere. Oh.
Another Kunari, dressed like the one in the Winter Palace.
He's Karashok, a foot soldier. Must have been in the same squad.
Listen to Iron Bull.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. The old team together again to kick some ass.
Can't get through there. Can I go through that? The funny thing is, you can't take an American accent seriously in the fantasy setting. You can't have Sean being on a starship. It's fair to use stereotypes. It can be bored. Yeah, it can bore you personally, but I can imagine they're just playing tired tropes. Ah. No. Fuck that. Hold on. Well, I can't go through that. Oh,
No!
huh. Oh, he can make it. Right, you know what? Fuck, I'm gonna load that and take him through instead.
Black wall!
I don't feel like that was worthwhile. Even space has an order.
Scorch marks everywhere. This is the work of a mage.
A powerful one. I can still feel the heat crackling.
Where's
We need to find out why these Kunari were here and who did this to them.
Yeah, follow the blood trail. Discovered bridge.
Over there, Kunari. If we want to know why they're here, we've got to get across to that island.
Oh! We were over there, weren't we? Or we were over there. Maybe over there. Alluvians to find a way across. Examine. Broken statue sits atop a pedestal. A lot of fighting going on. What the fuck am I? Oh my god, what the fuck am I wearing? Hold on. Have you screwed me over, game? Yes! Yes, you fucking did!
Kunari!
Is that the password?
The elves bound a spirit here. It feels old. Very old.
What does it want?
Listen to Elf Sorrows?
I think I know what to say. Milana de Thavarin. Rivas, Vir Anaris. That worked. I think.
I take it I don't have to fight them. Isn't the black wall?
Too bad we're not here at night. We could come back when it's dark, use the stars to see exactly where we are.
What are you thinking? Turn this into a safe house for spies? A secret storehouse? No, wait! A training course for elite soldiers.
Can't a man just be curious?
I guess.
Salmon? Wolves to welcome. A wash of powerful magic carries an impression of welcome. Images flash by, elven slaves fleeing to this place in ancient times, greeted by others who then tend their wounds. Words are not so much heard as felt. Ben Harel bids you welcome, rest, knowing the Dread Wolf guards you, and his people guard this valley. In this place you are free, and trusting us you will never be bound again.
That was like Veil Fire. It claimed this was a refuge for elven slaves. This whole valley was a sanctuary created by the Dreadwolf Fen'Harel.
Fen'Harel? The Dalish elves' god of misfortune?
At this point, our character doesn't know, does she? Crumpled note. This unsigned note is written half in, was it Kunlat? Half in the common tongue. Lettering on the Kunlat looks shaky. Town warning today. No one saw me. For more instructions, please use second drop point. More people on the ground soon and has better cover.
A letter by the Kunari. Why are they translating it into our language?
Ah, balls.
Wooden!
Well, shit then. I was gonna hope my character gets taken through.
That illuvian only took us a short distance. That's the same lake we saw from the other tower.
Has its uses. Move a lot of soldiers around quickly that way.
Hmm.
Cuts all over the back. He was killed by surprise.
This can't have happened too long ago. The blood's not even dry.
Isn't Dorian?
Here we go again. What a change of pace from the Winter Palace. A clear sky, a beautiful view, and yes, fields and fields of stripweed as far as the eye can see.
Stripweed.
Terrible stuff. Looks like grass, stings like a knife, and causes sores if you so much as brush against it. So, of course, everyone in Menrathus insists it makes a very decent tea.
Wow, that was just gold. Oh, I bet this was the proper way up. Oh shit. Yeah. There's nothing hiding. From this side. The promise of Fen Harel. A wash of powerful magic carries a pang of hope. Images flash by. Man in wolfskin standing with a group of freed slaves, clasping one arm in friendship. Words are not so much heard as felt. Fen Harel has been falsely named a god, but is as mortal as any of you. He takes no divine mantle and asks that none be bestowed upon him. He leads only those who would help willingly. Let none be beholden by choice.
This is Fen Harel helping former slaves as a mortal, not a god.
Kinda curious that this guy had to specify he wasn't a god.
Fen Harel sounds like quite the rebel. The old elven gods must have simply loved that.
In the lies of the Evanurus, a wash of powerful magic carries a sensation of bitter fury. Images flash by, elven mages enslaving tens of thousands, making arrogant proclamations of godhood. Words are not so much heard as felt. The gods, our Evanurus, claim divinity, yet they are naught but mortals, powerful in magic, who can die as you can. In this place we teach those who join us to unravel their lies.
This claims the elven gods were just Evanurus, powerful, but
Oh,
completely mortal mages.
Almost like these slaves will be untaught what they'd learned, being formed into a rebellion.
If that's true, Fen Harel was teaching these freed slaves the truth about these false gods.
Anchor discharge. The anchor now automatically generates focus over time. Discharge the accumulated focus with L2 and L3. Discharging the anchor makes your party briefly invulnerable. That's why I can use to get through the things that I've just constantly died at going through recently. It also grows brightly for a short time, lighting dark areas and revealing objects hidden there.
Are you hurt?
I don't know.
I'm not sure. It stopped at least. This looks like it fits into that pedestal by the broken bridge.
I did. I did, game. I got there before you. Wait, hold on. Was that my... Oh, Dorian, you're up here.
This place is creepy.
I should probably go in here. And not just jump over. What the fuck? Oh, was that the other side where I was? I've been at this one before, haven't I? Yeah. Hmm. Make contact with the Kunari. Did the blood continue in this way, or did it? Oh. Ready for something. Ladders. More blood. I don't know what these guys are going to be like to fight.
The Inquisition doesn't leave alive.
Done and done.
Why does this look like a place in Kirkwall? A little bit, but not really. With some similarities. We fought Arrow Shock. It was bigger. What the hell are you? What else did I miss? I'm guessing there's nothing there. Silverite. Okay, yeah. Veilfire. Gonna have a bit early tonight? No problem. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you have a nice sleep. What? What? Yep, okay. I know I might above a little bit earlier tonight. Let's see how I'm feeling. I'm like fucking tired. Oh, I think I need to be on the other side. And I need the Veilfire to probably find something. What if it's Laurel? Oh, if you... What am I doing? think it's just Prophet's Laurel then. It's ladders. I don't need to go up them. Ah, fuck. God, I'm struggling to get bloody through them. Oh, I don't know. Okay then. There's still some enemies in the DLC, which is like, I'm not gonna die easily.
Why did those Kunari attack the Inquisition on sight?
No idea. They weren't Talvashoth, though. This might be a rogue group, but they think they're following the Qun.
Okay. Actually, I'll just get you to do it instead. Give me the torch. I'll take this round.
That's Sven Harel, removing the face markings from a Dalish elf.
But these ruins are older than the Dalish.
Maybe the markings used to have a different meaning.
I do however need this to do this. Oh, I thought it was a... Okay then, maybe not. Now what? Just gaze on the one light that illuminates the way forward. Maybe you should have read that first. Was that a reset? I can loot. Gone.
What's this?
The lifting of the Valislin. The worship of magic carries a sensation of determination. Images flash by former slaves in ranks with Fenrirel, armed and strong. Their skin is cleared, face tattoos. The elven Valislin are gone. Words are not so much heard as felt. The brand of the Evanuris can be lifted from you, that all may know you oppose their cruelties. None here are slaves, all are under protection, all may choose to fight.
Hidden weapons. These freed slaves actually fought back against the Evanurus posing as gods.
Interesting word, Evanurus. If all it means is mage leader, well, they were basically magisters.
Did I hit through it? I'm guessing not. Where'd my fucking weapon go? Oh no, I have them all, but... Moonstone? That's fucking wonderful. Where's the bloody knife? Disappeared. And I fight with a torch. I don't even know if I'm doing damage. I say I would. Jeez. Alright then. I can loot him.
Let's look for anything that explains why the Kunari came here before we go.
Single incarnation. Kunari orders. Plan of attacks. Letters written in both Kunlat and the common tongue. I've read your reports that station your people in the abandoned elven towers by the lake. There's a short distance from its entrance to the mirror it connects to Halam Sharel. We'll need the space to lodge our people after infiltration is complete. There's a map of the crossroads at the bottom with an arrow from the elven ruins is Illuvian to Illuvian that leads to Winter Palace.
This letter says the Kunari came to these ruins because the Illuvians connect to Halam Sharel.
An attack on the Winter Palace.
It was some sort of infiltration. There's no more details.
This is crazy. They're acting like we're at war.
Are they?
I don't know, boss. I wish I did.
Unknown agent and gore-splattered letter was written in both Kunlat and the common tongue. 2 hours ago, an unknown intruder penetrated our defences, masked and cloaked. A mage used magic to awaken spirits and turn them against us. Intruder moved as if they knew this place, or fled after spirits awoke. Dozens dead, spirits keep attacking. Encouragement, not Rick. The rest of the letters is illegible, the blood is still wet.
A note about an unknown intruder.
That's probably the one that was
they
shifting about the place.
Us, then fled.
It must be a mage. They killed any Kunari in the way and let the spirits do the rest.
2 parties then. The Kunari, and a mystery agent determined to stop them.
Let's go through.
Come on. We have to warn people about the Kunari's designs on the Winter Palace.
Oh shit. Ah. This is... Alright, this is why I never have this one. That's where we came in.
One dead Canary was bad enough. Now we have more, and they're hostile.
This makes no sense. The Canary may not be friendly to the Inquisition, but they have no reason to attack us.
They also have no reason to be here, or using Illuvians at all.
I've had the mirror placed under guard for now, Your Holiness.
Cullen, please just call me Liliana.
Yes, Your... Liliana.
Okay. Yes, you're Liliana. Joel finds us again.
It appears the relative peace and quiet of the last 2 years is coming to an end.
First the Blight, then Mages and Templars, then Corypheus, and now this. Can't we go 10 years without the world falling to pieces?
We must ensure that the Canary do not disrupt the negotiations. The Exalted Council is in a very delicate state.
I'm certain you can soothe the nobles' ruffled feathers while we solve the real problem.
Not when the Inquisitor insults everyone present by walking out in the middle of the talks. Our only advantage is that Orlais and Ferelden are divided in goal and grievance. If they unite against us, Divine Victoria will have no choice but to support their claims. We could lose everything.
I know you can do this.
I know we're asking a lot of you, Ambassador. I promise we won't make this any harder for you than necessary.
I know, my love. I'm sorry. I will attend to the Exalted Council.
And while Josie does that, we will investigate.
We, Your Holiness?
You do, Josie?
I'll head back to the crossroads. We need to find out what the Kunari are doing and why they attacked.
And I'll have a quiet word with our honor guard.
Has anyone changed? Oh, Leyland's over there. Alright. I'm actually going to save it here. And I'm going to head off. Slightly earlier than usual. But I'm like, I'm not going to be able to keep track of what's going on. I will be back on... It should be Friday, I think, with... Oh, fuck, I still need to get installed. I need to do that. Make sure it all works. With Fallout. The first one.
must be here.
Yeah. Tomorrow's Wednesday. No stream. Thursday, no stream. And Friday should be back for the chat vote game. I'm looking forward to starting that. I have no idea what to expect. What I'm going to do with it. How my build's going to go. I don't know if luck is a good thing to go into. Like for other games. I just don't know. But thank you everyone for watching. It's always appreciated. And I hope you're all doing well. And I might see something again soon. Thank you all.
All's
and
well,
good
it
night.
seems. Oh, yes.